Hi, it's Mr. Jones back again. 6th of September. Terrible thunderstorm again last night. Incredible rain. All morning, incredible rain. This afternoon, it's supposed to be raining, but it's not. So I took advantage to do a little bit of work just to prepare for putting the panels up on the roof. You can see I've reconfigured the tower. I've moved it to the highest position I can get. I put the stabilizers out. It's now solid as a rock. I've disconnected the one panel that was being used out in the garden, and I brought it down the garden. I propped it here in a safe position, and the plan was just to prepare, but I think I'll actually go ahead and try and get this panel up on the roof. They are heavy, so it could be quite difficult. I did use Mrs. Jones the last time, but I'm going to see if I can manage to get this one up onto the first level and safe on there, and then if I go up to the roof, will I be able to pull it up onto the roof and lie it down up there? It'd be great if I could, but anyway, I have to try and keep it safe. I'm on my own here, so I need to be a little bit careful. It's a shame I missed that on camera. I just did a trial lift to see if my plan would work, and it felt quite good, so I just continued and I managed to lift it onto the first level platform. So that's good progress. However, the rain is starting to come down now, so I may not be able to proceed anymore, and may need to make it safe where it is for the morning. We'll see. Okay, well, I'm not too happy to leave it where it is, so I'm going to see if I can get this one up on the roof now. It just gets a bit slippery, so I need to take extra care.
So today we're putting more solar panels on the garage roof. Anyway, I think it's going to take ages, and I'm helping Pub to bring the light stuff. They're not heavy stuff, they're like light things, except heavy stuff. And also we're putting the solar panels. I don't know how much we're putting today. We'll see about it.
Hi, it's Mr. Jones here again. Sitting in my favourite place and with my single solar panel on the garage roof behind me. Today the plan is to get some more up there, maybe 4 in total, but the big issue now is layout. I've got various layouts. I can try to cram 5 along the top, or everything's going to be in landscape, 5 along the top, or 4, which will allow tiles to go up the side. May look better. 4 equidistant, a little bit bitty, broken up, and then a 2 and 2. Mrs. Jones favoured 2 and 2 until she saw 1 up there, and now she favours 4. The main thing is to get them up there. I need to drill the holes for the DC cables to come through, and then I can play around with it and see which looks the best. I want it to look really accurate, and I want them to be countersunk as much as possible into the tiles. This is the microinverter I talk about, the Enphase IQ7 Plus. This turns the DC, which comes in here, into synchronized AC here, straight onto the grid. I really like them. There is a new version out called the IQ8, which has certain attributes that I don't think are going to suit me, so I'll be sticking, I think, in the future with the IQ7s, but I'll explain that in more detail in a separate video. Anyway, I better get back to work and start getting these panels up onto the roof before the rain comes back. Anyway, as you can probably see, after I put the first panel up, Mrs. Jones has changed her mind and she now wants 5 panels, and it leaves a relatively small gap at the end. It's actually 300 millimeters at the end, enough to get 1 row of tiles up there. Anyway, I'm going to now proceed to try and get the rest up. So as you can see behind me, I've now got 4 of them on. I'll get out the way. The next one's going to be difficult because I haven't got room to push it up onto the roof without coming into contact with the other one that's up there. So I'm going to ask Mrs. Jones to help me with this one. Also, the weather is forecast for a major storm tonight, and you can feel it. There's not been a breath of air. It's extremely humid, so I need to get the brackets on. Now, if I don't, I need to get the brackets on this 4 first, because after this it's going to be difficult for me to get back up onto the roof without walking on the panels, and you can't do that. So as a longer term, I'm going to need to modify one of my roof ladders so it doesn't come in contact with the panels and I can go right over the top of them. But for tonight, important to get the brackets on in case there's any wind tonight, and I want to get this last one on as well. Hooking them up will have to wait until tomorrow morning, I'm afraid. Anyway, a good day so far, and I love the way they look. Well, as you can see, with the help of Mrs. Jones, we managed to get all 5 up. I think they look absolutely lovely. They'll look even better when they're pretty much flush and have tiles around them. They're all bracketed down, so if there is a high wind tonight, it's perfectly safe. Cables are pushed through into the garage. I have a new distribution to put in, separate breakers for each one, and I'll be wiring that up in the morning. And let's get back to generating some power.
We put 5 panels on the roof today. Mum helped to put the panels up on the roof. Tomorrow they will make power.